Congratulations, you now have a contract on your home. Step number 1 is complete. So now that we're under contract, I want to walk you through a few steps that you're going to experience in the next 30 to 45 days. And that way you have an expectation of what to expect as we go to closing. So step number 1 is going to be this. There's going to be no more showings on your home. So we have sale pending it in the MLS, the multiple listing service, so there'll be no more showings. It's okay, you don't have to stress yourself out with all the cleaning, so no more showings at this point. Hey guys, if you like these type of videos, do me a favor and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you would also like and comment, it would really help me in the algorithm, and I can help more and more people like yourself. The second thing that's going to happen is this. The buyer is going to make their escrow deposit that we have predefined on the contract. So they're going to make the escrow deposit at the title company, which is going to be their good faith deposit that'll stay at the title company while we're under contract. Now, what that is, that escrow deposit is going to be a credit on the closing statement toward the buyer's closing costs. So it will not affect you at all. It's simply a credit toward the buyer's closing costs that shows as a credit to the buyers on the closing statement. So the next step is going to be the buyer's inspections. This is going to be a home inspection, probably a termite inspection. If you have a septic tank, probably a septic inspection. If you have a well, it would be a well inspection also. So this is the inspection period that we have pre-negotiated on the contract. Typically 7 days, 10 days is kind of normal in this market. The buyer will do all their inspections within that predefined inspection period. Me or my assistant will get a hold of you to let you know when that inspection is going to take place. We ask that you leave the home about 15 minutes before the inspection starts. That way the inspector can take a couple hours, do their inspections, and give us their copy of the report typically the next day, which then we can kind of talk about the findings. For the inspection period, sometimes the realtor will be there. We'll find out if they're going to be there and if the buyer wants to come at the end of the inspection period to meet with the inspector to talk about the results. But if that's going to be the case, if the buyer is there, we will ask the realtor to be there also to have representation. So we will coordinate all that for you and let you know more specific details. So after the inspection happens, the appraisal will be next. The two major hurdles whenever you're selling a home typically is going to be your inspections and your appraisal. So the appraisal will come next. Now, the appraisal is a lot less intensive as a home seller because it only takes about 30 minutes. And if you want to, you can be there when the appraiser does his job. He is in and out in 30 minutes. Most of their work is done at their computer, looking at the sold comparables. So when the appraiser comes in, he mainly just shoots a couple pictures of the inside of the home. He will measure the outside of the house, make a few notes, and then he's gone. So it's very easy for you as a home seller. We just need to provide them access, and if for some reason you're not there, we can give them the lockbox key so they can access the home that way. And then one of the final things we'll see happen is the final walkthrough with the buyers. Again, we will coordinate that with you to let you know when that is. It is typically the day before we close or closing day. We ask that you leave any keys and openers and remotes on the kitchen countertop or located in a kitchen drawer so they're good and secure, and that the realtor can then pass those off to the home buyer once we are closed and funded. Just remember, whether selling or buying, you got to call Brian.